So this is the sticky part, okay? We are going to do our words where you take some words apart and put them together. And remember how we did, say rug.
Rug.
Now say rug, but don't say ugh, say ek.
Wreck.
You remember. Okay, cool. Let me get a Post-it note so I can keep track of what I'm doing with you. Okay, say ball.
Ball.
Now say ball, but instead of all, say ox.
Box.
Yes. Say cab.
Cab.
Now say cab, but instead of ab, say up.
Cup.
Yes. Say hat.
Hat.
Now say hat, but instead of at, say m.
Kid.
I like the m part. Remember, we keep this sound and we change this sound. So hat, instead of at, you say m.
Him.
This
Him.
is him. That's right. Good. Self-correct. Cool. All right. Say run.
Run.
Now say run, but instead of un, say ed.
Red.
Yes. Say dad.
Dad.
Now say dad, but instead of add, you say ig.
Dig.
Yes. Say, we've been working on this for a long time. You're doing so good. Say cup.
Cup.
Now say cup, but instead of up, you say an.
Wait, yeah?
We said, yes, good job. Say west.
West.
Now say west, but instead of est, you say ink.
Wheat.
Yes. Say rack.
Rack.
Now say rack, but instead of ack, you say ib.
Rib.
Mm-hmm. Say where.
Where.
Now say where, but instead of air, you say in.
Win.
Mm-hmm. Say net.
Net.
Now say net, but instead of et, you say awk.
Knock.
Oh my goodness. Brandon, you got all of those but one, and you self-corrected because you're a self-correct dude. Where before we had a hard time holding on to that first sound. You've made a lot of progress. Good job.
So how much did I get?
You got 9 out of 10. That's a 90%. We are going to write our words in the air and look at the shadows, get some good symbol imagery going, because now we've done the sticky part. Now the words are going to stick in our brains. Okay. So
Mark.
Mark, what letters did you picture for Mark?
M-A-R-K.
Right. What's the first letter you pictured in Mark?
M.
M. Erase it and make it a P.
Park.
Look at that. You matched right up there. Awesome. What's the first letter you picture in park?
P.
P. Erase that and make it a B.
Bark.
Is that what you pictured? So what's the first letter you picture in bark?
B.
E. Erase it and make it a D.
Dark.
Dark. Oh, here's a new one.
Yard.
Yard. What letters do you picture for yard? Let's say I write those.
A-R-D.
Y, A, R, D. What's the first letter you pictured?
Y.
Y. Erase that and make it an H.
Hard.
Hard. Is that what you pictured?
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one.
Jars.
Jars. What about this one?
Part.
Heart. What letters do you picture for scar? S-k-r.
S K C A R E.
I like that you gave me letters that are in that word, and you have all those letters. You gave me some extras. Scar. Let me show you. So let's air write that. Ready? S C A R. What's the word?
Score.
Yeah. What are the first two letters you pictured?
SC.
Let's see. Erase those. Make it an F.
Far.
Da, 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 da. You did it. You did it. Good job. All right. Now we're going to do a cold read. And a cold read is just when you read it without me giving you a mini lesson. And I want you to do your best. Guess what? You did the sticky, right? And then all of these words that I gave you are in this passage. So now that you know the words, you'll know how to say them. Okay.
Okay. The Pot Club. Mike and Willow had no yard. The park near their home had lots of old yards, rusty car parts, and hard, sharp rocks. One day, Willow fell on a rock and it felt a scare. I want a safe place to play, she said. She said the good parts are too far away. I have an idea. We will start a club to clean the park, said Mike. They made a Save the Park stand and had kids drop bills in a jar so they could buy a cart, some bark, and and fit in 15 jars, bins, and 15 trash bins.
Trash bins.
All
Okay.
I know that's
That
what
was 1 minute. That was 1 minute. Oh, don't get to finish. Okay. You know what? You have remarkably from where we started, you were at 50 words a minute. What do you think you were today?
I um, I think I was at 51. 50.
You were at 90. What is happening? These words are sticking in your brain. I love it. I love it. So you only made two teeny tiny mistakes. And I mean, that is amazing because when I first started with you, let's see, I think you got like 4 and 5 mistakes at a time. And today was only two. And once you learn these words, I think you're not going to forget it. So let's see. Do you see where it says 41 here?
Yeah.
Okay, on this line, I'm going to read it like you read it, and then I want to see if you pick up the teeny tiny mistakes, and there's only two. You ready? It felt a scar, or it felt a scare, is what you said. I gave you the last one. You said scare. If it had an E on the end, it would be scare, but it isn't. What's the word?
Score.
Scar. Very good. Okay, I'm back. Brandon, are you there? Okay, you said it felt, and the letters here are L-E-F-T. What is that word?
Left.
Left. You had all the right letters. You just had them in a different order. All right. So I'm going to read it to you and show you how to give talk like you're in the story. because this is a story, not a poem, so there's no rhythm to it, right? And I'm going to scoop up words at a time. So I want you to follow along with your finger as I read it. Are you ready? Are you ready, Brandon? I can't see your face. Yes or no? Brandon, are you ready? Was that a yes? What's up, buddy? I can't see your face. What are you doing? Okay, ready? Go. Mark and Willow had no yard. The park near their home had lots of old jars, rusty car parts, and hard shop. Bleh, I made a mistake. Sharp rocks. One day, Willow fell on a rock and it left a scar. I want a safe place to play, she said. The rocks. They planted a yellow rose bush. Now this place has some charm, said Willow. Now we can play until dark. So do you see how I kind of made my voice match the character? And I scooped up words all together. You think you're ready to do it one more time? And don't it's not a fast thing. I just want you to be accurate. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You can begin whenever you're ready,
But,
okay?
but Mike and Willow had no yard. The park near their home had lots of old yards, rusty car parts, and hard, sharp rocks. One day Willow fell on a rock and it left a scar. I want a safe place to play, she said. The good parts are too far away. I have I have an idea. Well, what idea? We will start a club to clean the park, said Mike. They made a save the park stand and had kids drop bills in a jar so they could buy a cart, some bark, and 15 trash bins. All the kids did their part. They got right. They got did their part. They got right off. They got right off the trash and sharp rocks. They planted a yellow rose bush. Now this place has some charm, said Willow. Now we can play until dark.
Oh my goodness, Brandon. Oh, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Well, the first time you had 90, but you made two mistakes, so that would be like 88. What do you think you got this time?
I got 90. I got 90. I got 90. I got 90. I got 70, I think.
You got 96. 96. Now I've got to put this on my little graph and show it to you. Let's see. I got to get a nice pen to show you. My heavens and stars. So you went from 90 to 96 and 2 to 0 mistakes. Oh, now look at this. I have to show you where when we first started working together. And this isn't very clear. It's in pencil. Hold on. I got to show you. Cuz this just gets me jazzed, gets me excited. You were barely at 50 words. And then you got a little better the next week. And then last week, look, bachoon, like Superman, right?
Yeah.
But look where you started and look where you are. It proves you're getting better and better and better. Now, I like how you stopped at the periods. I like how you made your self corrections. You did really good. Cool. Now, ready to do word game one more time?
Yeah.
Because here's another thing. I think I went on for 2 weeks with you. You could not keep that first sound to save your life. And
Yeah.
now you're keeping it and changing the end part. That's the onsets and rhymes. You're killing it. You're killing it. Oh, you're going to make my day. You got to stop yourself, sir. Okay. Like for real. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. Say map.
Map.
Now say map, but instead of app, say it.
Bit.
Very good. Say safe.
Safe.
Do you want to look at me or not look at me? Does it work better with your head down? I don't mind either way. It works better with your head down? Then I'm not going to do the hand gestures, okay? Unless you need them. Okay, I'm going to get started. Say safe.
Safe.
Now say safe, but instead of afe, say ink.
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 Sink.
Yes. Say wreck.
Wreck.
Now say wreck, but instead of ek, say un.
Run.
Yeah. Say sun.
Sun.
Now say sun, but instead of un, say ed.
Shed.
Say web.
Web.
Now say web, but instead of eb, say all.
Wall.
Say mix.
Mix.
Now say mix, but instead of ix, say ut.
Mutt.
Say ring.
Ring.
Now say ring, but instead of ing, say est.
Rust.
Say weed.
Weed.
Now say weed, but instead of eed, say in.
One.
Say rock.
Rock.
Now say rock, but instead of ok, say ag.
Rag.
Say pup.
Cup.
No, pup.
Pup.
Now say pup, but instead of up, say an.
Pan.
Good job. Oh my goodness. I want you to take charge of your day. Okay?
Okay.
You are doing amazing.
Good. Bye.
Bye. See you tomorrow.